Hi, it's Stephen from the Legacy team, and we are at reading 6 in Fathers Who Walk with God. We're journeying with Abraham from his call to the birth of Isaac, discovering how God shapes a man into a father who walks with him. So this reading is entitled Look Out for Lot, and the reading comes from Genesis 19, verse 29. So when God destroyed the cities of the plain, he remembered Abraham and he brought Lot out. Okay, we're going to cover some ground today, so buckle up. Father Abraham had a heart for more than his own children. He made room in his life for a boy who had lost his father, his nephew Lot. At every turn, Abraham sought the good of this young man, no matter the danger, the distance, or cost. And there are 3 moments in Genesis where Abraham's care for Lot really comes alive. First, he made room for him. We find this in Genesis 13. Abraham and Lot returned from Egypt as wealthy men. Soon they had too much stuff and their herdsmen began to fight. So Abraham came to Lot and with his best John Wayne accent said, "This plane ain't big enough for the both of us, kid." But unlike the classic Western showdown, Abraham was not interested in getting his own way. Instead, he pointed to the whole land and gave Lot first choice and said, "If you go to the left, I'll go to the right. If you go to the right, I'll go to the left." He made room for Lot to flourish. Second, he fought for him. And we find that in Genesis 14. Following a mega battle involving 9 kings, Lot was captured. Abraham immediately armed his 318 servants, secured the support of 3 Amorite chiefs, and pursued the conquering kings for 200 miles to Dan, all to rescue Lot. Abraham risked his life to bring Lot home. And third, Abraham prayed for him. We find that in Genesis 18. When Lot faced utter destruction as a citizen of Sodom, Abraham interceded for Lot in bold prayer. Do you remember when he says to God, "Will you sweep away the righteous with the wicked?" And when the fire and brimstone eventually fell from heaven upon Sodom and Gomorrah, only 3 people survived, Lot and his 2 daughters. The reason is given in Genesis 19, verse 29. When God destroyed the cities of the plain, he remembered Abraham and he brought Lot out. Where would Lot have been without his generous, courageous, prayerful uncle? Right now, there are many children and young people without a father figure at home. It was true then, it's true now. Across the UK, 1 in 5 children grow up without the involvement of a father. Family breakdown has doubled since the 1970s. In some communities, there are fatherhood deserts where it is rare for children to encounter a positive male role model in the home or classroom. And there are boys and girls I'm sure you know of right now who need an Abraham to take notice. So, as you pour your time and energy into your own children, could you make room for a Lot? We're used to asking ourselves, what's my lot? Or when meeting an old school friend in Portrush or somewhere, we might gesture to the kids and say, "This is my lot." But what about the fatherless lots we know of? Today, we don't have a specific challenge, rather an invitation. I wonder, would you ask God, who is my lot? Who do you know who needs the encouragement of an older man? Same principles, be intentional, not intense. Just aim to connect. Every Lot needs an Abraham. Father, we live in an under-fathered society. And so I pray for 2 things today. First, reveal yourself to those in our society for whom father is a bad word. Reach into their lives with your father heart. And second, will you show me who I can encourage today? And today's fatherhood mantra is, I make room for others.